want to give some early feedback on the UI Viewport in Unity 6.6 Alpha 7. Do note it is Alpha, so some of the things I'm asking and questions about and giving feedback, it might already be planned and it might actually be done before 6.6 equals beta. But just want to give some early feedback. First thing first, inside of the window UI Toolkit thing, it was mentioned that there should be a actual, like Damien actually mentioned that I should be seeing something underside the Windows and UI Toolkit. First feedback, there might be a bug because I actually have no option here. The only way for me to actually enter the UI viewport right now is to actually select panel render and actually go to UI Toolkit and manually add a standard element, and then it automatically enters staging mode. So it'd be nice to have check out that and see if there's actual reason why there's no UI viewport button appearing inside the window. But that sounds like it was actually a bug. But yeah, second feedback is I would also like to have it where you could easily enter it a lot faster without having to like go up to the window and stuff whenever you're currently editing stuff. Like inside the panel render component, you have the edit button, and inside of UXML, whenever you show it inside an inspector, you have to open a UI builder. Early feedback, I'd really like it if we could have like a drop down that just says preferred UI window. That way, like instead of like select and open in UI builder, you have select and open in UI window, and whatever is your current like selected preferred editor, it opens that. I know there are currently two different options and so forth, like UI builder and UI viewport will be kind of not replacing one another, or like they'll both be around, but it'd really be nice if we had that option. Another thing is, if the UI viewport is actually already open, I would kind of like it where like, I don't know how hard this would be, but like whenever you like select either a panel renderer or a UXML inside the hierarchy, instead of saying enter staging mode, have an option that says, would you like to enter staging mode, and just hit like so like when I have this selected, there's a button here that says, would you like to enter staging mode, and just click it, or automatically enter staging mode with like a shortcut or something when one of these are selected. Because right now, if you right click on the UXML, you only have open in UI builder and select visual element and find references. So either that or adding a right click that also says open in UI viewport, that would really be nice. So that's actually, that sounds weird, but that's actually my only major complaints. I don't really even have a lot of minor complaints at the current moment. It's actually just really nice. So if I enter staging mode so everyone can see this, thank you for having it where it's actually the actual hierarchy and the inspector. For anybody that uses UI Toolkit, you know that the UI builder has its own like custom like a hierarchy menu here, and then you have like its own custom inspector, and then you have like stuff like that. The reason why the UI builder hierarchy and inspector has its own downfall, like this is actually a major downfall, believe it or not. The reason why is the UI viewport, since it actually uses the actual hierarchy in the inspector, you have a lot of custom editor API that you can add new features inside of this hierarchy now. So I can literally, I've already found a way to do a couple things. I literally already found a way where I can add like a right click menu wall inside the UI viewport inside a hierarchy and say create UI animation clip on element, and I can actually set up stuff. So with the UI viewport actually using the actual hierarchy, scene hierarchy, and the actual like normal inspector, you can actually use the like Cerebral, the hierarchy API that's been introduced, and you can add your own custom features to the UI viewport. Even though the UI viewport is in alpha right now, I can already add new features and on top of it. So there's a reason why that is a huge plus right there. Another huge plus, selection. Thank you. Thank you. For anybody that's used UI Builder, the UXML preview in it doesn't have selection. The UI viewport does have selection, so if I can actually hover over it, and I can even see like the ending tag. So I can hover over row, I can see it, I can see padding, margin, and everything. So huge improvement. That is really nice. You do also have that with UXS preview. You can actually hover over a selector. Do note the reason why people can't see it like there's no USS preview right here is because I'm actually using a theme. This is actually my biggest complaint, really. And it's not really major, it's just would really be nice. So if we actually go out of here and we go back to the actual like panel renderer, inside our panel asset, you know, you could set a theme style sheet. So I have my theme style sheet, and that has all my like styles and stuff in it. So you see my inventory style, dialog style. What I would really like, and this would make life a lot easier for people testing this out, is have an option that instead of just USS preview, have it where you can preview the theme style sheet. So like basically maybe have like option that goes between the themes that are on the panel renderer that you currently have selected, and then like a tab just for like inline USS. That'd really be nice. That's the only major really big complaint other than having an issue of actually opening the UI viewport. But other than that, I don't have any other really complaints. Thank you. Making the style sheets a separate like tab and a UI library that's a separate tab, that also is really helpful. Like, I mean, really helpful. So I would also like to point out, this is more of a minor complaint. I would kind of like to be able to have like a dual column thing. I mean, that's not major, but like if anybody remembers, like inside UI Builder, you actually can see like dual columns. Or that other option. Actually, wait, that might actually be an option now since I think about it. That might actually be a search thing. Okay, that's actually, now since I think about it, I can actually set that up. For anybody that's seen this video, just for reference, the UI library is using the search, the new like search API. I know there is some search API introduced since 2022 LTS, but there's more new stuff here. And you can actually like use the search tracker for stuff like that. I just realized that I can actually set the option myself. So never mind, I can actually do that myself. I do like that you guys use the new search API, especially because as people can see here, we have like engine, so I can actually separate engine and stuff. For anybody that doesn't know too much about this, that means we can do something like this. So like you see, I have my own like namespace here. SF is my common package that I use for all my projects. It's basically like utility methods. And I have my project specific namespaces. For anybody wondering what that means, I can literally create a new like tab, like filter tab here, and just say ZTDR or like SF, and it'll filter that out. So thank you. That is a huge improvement right there as well. Being able to just like filter out stuff, and also being able to like filter and search stuff out, and like actually choose what items are like just default hidden. It's a lot better. Trying to think what else that I really, since this is super early alpha, like it's pretty similar to UI Builder, so like I don't really have a lot of like feedback other than that. But basically TLDR, it's way more responsive. Like, I mean, it's way more responsive. It's so much better. It is a lot faster open, and it's just a lot faster to edit stuff. Like, it is a lot faster to actually go through and edit stuff. And I also like the fact that like whenever you have stuff selected, you can actually like see like the name of it. Also, thank you, multi-selection. Thank you for that. For anybody wondering, there's multi-object selection. Do note there's not really anything you can do inside the inspector with multi-object editing right now. It's currently not supported, but in the future, I'm assuming they're going to be doing stuff. I don't know what all they're going to be doing with it, but even if they don't do anything with it, the search thing here, since it looks like it's actually selecting, it's actually selecting stuff in hierarchy. Again, with the new hierarchy API, you can add new features. So I can literally myself add new features on top of the multi-selection tool they added. So them adding the multi-selection tool allows me to add my own stuff that I might want. So I can literally like, we as Unity community developers can literally like multi-select and then make it where we right click and add a feature where it creates a template, or a like takes whatever we have selected and makes a new UXML file. That is literally something we can do now with the UI viewport. So there's a whole lot of new options. Like, it just using the hierarchy, like actual like regular hierarchy, opens up a lot of customization and a lot of API. So, and I do mean like a lot. It's kind of funny, you can still see its tags and layers in here, but yeah. So I think that's really it. I don't want to go too much on, and this is early alpha, so like I'll update it once new features stuff gives out, and I'm going to be making a Unity forum post with this video. Anyways, take it easy, everyone.